Hey guys, welcome to my commentary track for the evil CEO in running a business. Now this video has been a long time coming, let me tell you. I have been working on this for, you don't even want to know how long. Literal years. And the plot we came up with is actually quite an amalgamation of other things. Now, finally, Harlan gets to be the evil CEO he always desired to be. There's been a lot of iterations of the evil CEO costume. This one is actually a mix of a couple others. Really, it depends on whatever sweatshirt Harlan was wearing that day. Then we add in my robe, my top hat, my glasses. Now, the mind control plotline here, with the brain chip that appears later, is in fact from a previous script. While the brain chip wasn't a mind control device, it was actually a how do I put it? It was like it would like make you a genius or something. I don't remember. It's been a long time. One of the other drafts had like a kaiju bionicle fight. It was kind of stupid. That one I just lost the footage for. Now, again, of course, this is probably the last time the Cyberspace Investigations intro will be played in a video. I think that's actually really special because this really should be the last vestige of Cyberspace Investigations, the original plot and story that show up, so I think it's appropriate for us to finally retire this legacy intro that's been around for close to 5 years now. Of course, you've probably seen the new intro in the last few videos I've released. I've finally cleaned that up. Now, the idea for the documentary actually was separate from creating another version of this final video, because it just became an inside joke about the evil CEO and how he was so evil. And so I kind of just came up with a bunch of jokes one day about like, what if we just made a documentary about the evil CEO running a super unethical company? And originally this video wasn't even tied to Cyberspace Investigations or the BGA series that it has become now. But eventually I figured if we were gonna make an evil CEO video, we might as well, finish the plot finally. The constant title cards was just a joke I came up with while editing. I just thought it was funny that, like, every time the evil CEO showed up, he'd get the title card saying that he was the CEO of evil. Of course, that paid off as because I think the final appearance of the title card is when he's the evil bisexual CEO. So, we'll see when we get there, I guess. But so yeah, that part. He did actually talk through that whole part. Initially, I think it was intended that I might have just put that whole part in the video where he's drawing, but when I was editing, I realized it was super boring. Now, you might hear throughout this video there are a couple audio inconsistencies, mainly when I'm not the one holding the camera, as you might find out later when the final battle occurs. That is really when things get a little iffy with the audio. Now, that is because some people don't know how to hold a phone properly, and this part, it's really short in the video. There was another clip attached to it, and I think I might have just forgotten to edit it in. The man pictured on that picture is an old acquaintance of ours who you might have seen in a video titled The Interview, which I really don't like to talk about. And the inside joke, because he cut off contact with us and just kind of didn't say where he went or anything for years, we just have the inside joke that he's dead. So we decided to put a memorial up for him in this, which is probably going to be our final, it's kind of like almost our final high school project. Now, again, you can see in this part of the video there are some of those audio inconsistencies I mentioned, specifically when the evil intern is talking, because she's very quiet. And so that's one of the things. If you know, when the evil intern inevitably returns in a video, we'll have to work on the volume. If you're watching this, we're going to work on it. Anyway, the idea for me being a legal expert, this is not something that can be traced to any previous video. I know, surprise, surprise. This is because I'm majoring in paralegal studies in college right now, so, you know, technically, theoretically, one day I will actually be a legal expert. Now, this Pride Month section, I will tell you, this was filmed during June. It was a long time ago, so, well, okay, not really a long time ago, but ultimately, this video was recorded a while ago, and then I never got around to editing it because things kept happening, and so, of course, we, you know, some of the jokes are a little out of place. Specifically that ice joke. When I was editing the video, I considered cutting it out because it's in such bad taste these days. But, you know, ultimately I thought, you know, it's not my fault. And technically, I did record this video when ice rates were already happening. So, it's not really my fault. Either way, he is the evil CEO, so, you know, doing evil things like that does make sense for him. Anyway, this little joke here is funny when the evil CEO says if I want a water, and she grabs one from behind her. She did that in a previous take. It wasn't in the script, and we just burst out laughing and decided to keep it. That was really funny, especially when I just go flat out refuse it. Now, really interesting thing that's about to happen here, when I start to, you know, gain my memory back, yeah, when Harlan punches me here, right, you can kind of see I do actually fall. That hurt quite a bit. Now, I did have a DS game card in my mouth here. It was kind of gross. DS game cards don't taste very great. Kind of similar to how the Nintendo Switch ones don't taste great. Oh, I had to do like 2 or 3 takes of that for some reason. I kept screwing it up. Anyway, so now we are to the final fight section of the video. Funnily enough, I had the idea that, you know, because obviously my real sword is my signature sword, but in the disc I used this stupid plastic sword I've had since I was like 6 years old, and so I thought it would be really appropriate if the evil CEO just stole my sword, and I had to use the one from the disc to take down, you know, the guy from the disc. Now, okay, this is kind of Harlan's monologue on, or the evil CEO's monologue on how the evil Pete machine works, and, you know, I didn't remember that Harlan just kind of rambled and stumbled through the script here because he clearly didn't remember it, but, you know, it's fine. I don't think it matters that much, ultimately, one way or the other. You know, it is actually funnier, I think, that he just straight up doesn't remember his own plan that well, and he's just trying to explain it in terms that make sense to the intern, and she just clearly does not understand what he's talking about.
That evil CEO.
Anyway, so the actual final fight here, you know, the actual climactic fight, I don't know if there was some kind of lost footage I genuinely forgot to get off of my phone when like, recording this, but I was shocked to find out there wasn't really any actual sword fight. It might have been because we were all tired. This was filmed in June, and it was like 100 degrees out, so you can see what Harlan's wearing. And Diane as well. They're wearing just the worst outfit to be in really, really hot weather for. So, surprisingly, we were not in the best state. I mean, in this picture, I was just not acting. I genuinely felt dead inside at this point. But we had to finish the video, you know, we had to do this. So honestly, if I were to actually redo this video, I would create a proper sword fight between myself and the evil CEO, because I think that's the only missed opportunity, that there's no real climactic fight. I think part of my actual, okay, this part was just goofy. It was actually meant to go in a slightly different part of the video. The glitching effects are actually supposed to be the evil Pete machine already being on or partially turned on. You know, because it's, again, the whole world resetting thing, and when the evil CEO actually flips the switch and turns on the Pete machine, the glitching effect gets way worse. Now, of course, the funny thing here of me, you know, not recognizing and then immediately recognizing the random guy I kidnapped like 5 years ago is that Harlan doesn't look like that at all anymore. Like, I don't even know how I would have recognized him, assuming that I hadn't seen that guy in universe without, like, the evil CEO costume on for, like, 5 years. But, you know, it is just kind of a one-off joke, you know. I am a fan of, like, some cutaway gags occasionally. Now, right here, there is a missing clip of Pete saying no, and then blowing me back. And that blowing back scene is the one that played earlier. And then this one was supposed to play. But I did it out of order, and then I couldn't find it, so yeah, sorry to break the immersion that this video wasn't actually as well put together as it might look. But you know, I think the thing is, right, the documentary part was what we really, really wanted to make, and part of this final showdown was really just out of, like, sheer obligation to finish the storyline. We were there to make a silly video about the evil CEO running a business, and we threw in, like, a Genesis Wave plotline for fun to finally end the evil CEO storyline, so we didn't have to do any more of this stuff in the future. And yeah, I think I end too many videos with the joke of me just not caring about crazy events happening. I think it was an interesting phenomenon, like in the what was it? Like the My Name is Mayo and Zelda 2 videos, where I basically ended both of those videos with the same goddammit scream, because I think I was trying to make that my thing for a little bit, and, you know, I shouldn't have done that. And yeah, you know, it does bug me that I didn't give this a little bit more of a, like, grand conclusion, but what are you gonna do? It's been like 5 months since we recorded this. I couldn't change it, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this grand, this grand commentary on the evil CEO in starting or running a business. I will, you know, maybe in the future I'll do a commentary track with the other people involved in this so they can give their thoughts and feelings on what went down. But until then, take care.